everyone, it's Nancy with She's Got Yarn. Happy Friday! Well, we just left it's called West End Animal Hospital. Zeus got his stitches out. All his pathology was benign. All 5 tumors were benign. We knew two out of the 5 were fatty tumors, but the 3 samples they sent in were benign. His incision looks good. He still has some inflammation because it was a major surgery. She said that fatty tumor went all the way to his spine, but anyways, he's doing good. He hates going to the vet. His teeth start chattering. But I'm headed, let's see, I got to go to the house. We got a big weekend planned with my dad. We're going to Steenhatchee. Tiffany's going to join us. And the boys are going to be with their dad. He didn't want to come to Steenhatchee. He says it's too much work. But I'm going to take my golf cart to Steenhatchee to have my dad help me figure out what wires we crossed, because we can't get it to run, because we're going to get rid of it. We're going to sell it. And now's the time. And I did something really cool. My dad, y'all know he's been real sick. And it's been a rough year. And so right now I would say, we've got a remission right now, and he had a major surgery this year, and he's just not as strong. I've seen a change in him, put it that way. But anyways, all I want from both my parents is for them to be happy, and enjoy what time they have with us. I mean, they're up there in their 80s, and but anyways, my dad's 2 buddies. They got new side-by-sides. Okay, boys and their toys. So, anyways, he wanted one and couldn't get one, and so I went and bought him one yesterday. I ordered it. So that will be his Father's Day gift, because I know it'll make him happy. And that's what it's about. And his old one, he's going to give me that one. He doesn't know it yet. We're going to trade. But, yeah. So, he is hard to surprise. He's probably not surprised, because I had to call him a couple times. I told him I was buying my husband one, and you could tell he was really jealous. But I asked him. I picked his brain, so I ordered the right one that he would have ordered for himself. So I got the order right. My mom knows, but I think he probably knows. But anyways, but they'll have fun. So he's keeping up with the Joneses in his neck of the woods. The boys and their toys. I totally get it. But yeah, we'll get his old one, which there's nothing wrong with it, and it'll serve its purpose. It will, at least I know it'll probably run every year. The golf cart, the batteries die. So this thing is gas operated, and for what we use it, a whole month out of the year, because Steenhatchee is a golf cart community. For those of you that are new to my channel, I have a fish camp in Steenhatchee, Florida, and we do a lot of fishing, and we do scalloping. Scallop season is open now, officially, and that's where we spend our summer, the weekends. I have a camper there. My parents have a double wide that they stay in. It was my grandmother's. We moved it to Steenhatchee property that me and my dad bought together, and yeah, so have a lot of fun. And this year, we bought a boat last year, but then my dad fell ill, so we didn't really scallop last year. I think we went out one day that I can recall. Maybe we went out a couple times. It was just the weather was terrible, hurricanes. It was hurricane season. We had a hurricane coming through that day. So this year we're going to go in June, a month early before all the rain. I haven't looked at the weather, but yeah, we're going to go scalloping this weekend. But we have some detailing. We got a new boat and we did some work on it. We, got new covers in the captain's seat. We got to go pick it up. My dad's probably already picked it up, but we got to install it. And my dad can't do that. He can't get in the boat like he used to. He had his knee replaced, and I don't think he did the therapy like he should have. But now we got my daughter living behind him, so she's like Lieutenant Dan. She'll make sure that he does what he's supposed to do. Because he didn't do the therapy right, that knee doesn't bend like it could have. So, yep, he's a stubborn man. But that's sorry, I don't have a whole lot of yarn talk this morning, but you guys know this is my Road Trip Friday. Happy Friday. But I do have some Hobie yarn that came in, and I don't think I'm going to have time to sit down and do a video. I mean, no, I'm not going to be able to. Not until I get home. Maybe Sunday night. And I probably won't do it because I'll be too tired. Because I'm going to be out there on the water, hopefully snorkeling. And I'm going to try to share that with you guys. It's kind of cool out there on the water. Excuse me. And I haven't been fishing with my dad in a long time. Maybe one afternoon we can go fishing. That would make him very happy. Very happy. But I don't know if he can tolerate the heat. We're going to kind of play it by ear. So, but why are you riding your brakes? Major highway. He's got his right blinker on and he gets in the left hand turning lane that turns to nowhere. He's lost. Alright, that's all I've got this morning. I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend, and I'm taking, I don't know how much I'll get done, but I'm going to take my knitting with me, and I gotta finish that. It's the long cardigan. What's it called? I can't think what they're called. The long ones. But anyways, it's a cardigan. It's a summer cardigan, short sleeve. I've shared it with you guys. I gotta finish one panel. What I've been working on all week is the little motifs for the Annie's calendar for the month of June. I've got almost all of them ready to put together. I'm waiting for 2 colors of yarn to come in so I can finish my little squares that I have. I made a little chart and colored them in with what colors I'm going to put in certain spots. So we'll see. I may just do color for each row. That might be easier for my brain. But I can't get started, and I can't put them together until I get those other colors in, and I'll have to make 14 more squares, which I've got it down pat. I don't even have to look just a little bit to make them. The only thing about this yarn is it's a DK weight, and the blanket's not going to be very big. Versus if I would have probably used a number 4 that probably was used in the original pattern making. So, but it doesn't matter. It'll cover my lap. more weeks. Less than 2 more weeks, but I just hope Michael's, it's so funny, I just like bought 4 more different colors because the yarn's going to be discontinued, and it's a pretty yarn. It's got fleck in it. I got it, I think I got it on clearance for like $4, but they sent me an email that it's clearancing out for $4.16. That was strange, an email. So, but I'm like, I just bought all this, so I'm not going to buy any more. But what colors I did use, I didn't use up much yarn in the skeins. And I did something that I don't normally do, is instead of digging in the ball to pull it out center pull, I just took the band off and I used the outside of the yarn. And then I put the ball band back on, and you can't even tell that I took any yarn out of it, actually. That's tells you how much yarn I didn't have to use. I mean, it didn't take a whole lot. That's why I'm a little concerned. But there's 7 colors, 9 rows. So, I don't know. Didn't really have to use a lot of yarn. But we'll see. We'll see. And I'm used 2 cakes of the butterfly yarn. I'm using the white. I don't know what I'll do with the color, but I'll just ball it up. The 2 color, because there's like a little bit of color in those cakes, those butterfly cakes. I don't know, maybe I'll use it with another yarn. But there is, I have actually, I just recently got some more butterfly yarn in from one of my subscribers, Melissa. So yeah, I don't know if I could use it with that. I do have one that's white and blue. Maybe I'll use it with that when I do decide to use the yarn. But something I want to work on after I finish these few projects. Some of my subscribers have sent me some beautiful hooks. Risa, in particular, sent me beautiful yarn also from Miss Babs. So I'm going to start using, I want to use those yarns. I want to make something. I haven't figured out what I want to make, but she sent me some more Miss Babs yarn. Gosh, it's so beautiful. And a whole set of wood hooks. They're so beautiful. So, I don't know. I'm thinking I want to knit with it. I'm not sure. And then Melissa sent me yarn, so I want to try to use some of the yarns that, and also Pamela with Adorn Crochet, she has sent me some yarns. I think we did yarn swap. I'm not sure how I ended up with it. I think it was a swap, but some sweet cakes. I would like to use that too, so those are going to possibly be my future goals, is to create something with some of the yarns that I was gifted from you wonderful subscribers. Thank you again. And I think that's all. I gotta swing by the house I'm gonna drive my truck to Steinhatchee, and I'll let my hubby use the, I call this the tank. It's so big. But I'm getting used to driving it. You know, when I first got this, I've lived a pretty simple life, but I've worked hard for some of the things I have. But my black truck is 12 years old, and it wasn't like the Mac Daddy top of the line truck. It was your basic pickup truck, 2-wheel drive. Seats weren't electric. almost felt guilty driving this because it's like a really expensive vehicle, and I'm just not used to this. But I'm getting used to it now. But it was kind of like, both me and my husband, I don't know, we didn't want our customers to see how well we were doing. Does that make any sense? I don't know. But we never drove it to work for the first year we had it. Nobody knew we had a new Denali. And we saved for 2 years to get this. And but anyways, we drove our old vehicles, and the car sat in the driveway most of the time the first year that we owned it. I mean, there's still people, like I think a couple weeks ago somebody said, "You get a new car?" I'm like, I've had it. I mean, I've almost had it 2 years now. December will be 2 years. But yeah, I almost felt guilty. I don't know if anybody understands that. I don't know. I've always struggled and always had to work extremely hard. And there's nothing wrong with working hard, don't get me wrong, but worked hard and barely could rub 2 pennies together, you know? And me and my husband decided to go on this business adventure, go into business for ourselves, and it has its ups and downs, but this year, as much as everybody hates them, the Trump era made us very successful because we're in the building industry. And so now everything's falling apart. It's not falling apart, but our gas bill is ridiculous. I almost want to we're really thinking about getting electric cars. And that's what's going on. They're trying to push us to that. I don't like the changes that are going on, and that's all I'm going to say. Anywho, I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you in my next video. Love y'all. Mwah.